What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Game for Daniel, aka Big D. And today, I'm tearing this sucker back apart again. We're gonna try to be fixing this red dot of death that I've been getting. I've tried many solutions, like many, but I have one more that I wanted to try. Hope it fixes it. It's pretty much a ventilation problem, and the console thinks it's overheating. Yes, I'm remote playing over there, my PS5, remote playing through the phone. But yeah, I'm gonna take these screws out to get to where the heatsink is, and I'll be right back with you. So right there's the heatsink, if you were wondering. You gotta remove this off of it, because that removes it away from the motherboard. And pretty much the idea is to get this whole motherboard up out so we can flip it around and look at and get the heatsink disconnected. And don't forget about the wireless adapter as well. Take that off. You're removing this screw which holds all this in place, so make sure you get that out as well. Alright, so that is taken off the motherboard, and now we should be able to get this whole motherboard taken out and get this upside down and get this heatsink off. Okay, so right there is the chassis, and right here is the motherboard that we're looking at right here. So you can see this is what the motherboard's looking like, and we need to get this upside down, and right here is what's holding the heatsink in place. So actually these just pull off, so you just got to get it off of this as so. You can see that they're just latched on there, which I got these two off. Alright, so right here is the heatsink that I took off, and right here is my CPU, which it looks like it is needing some fresh thermal paste. I'm assuming this is the first time it's been taken off, which I do have extra thermal paste, so I'll put extra thermal paste on that. Now, the solution of fixing the red dot of death, yes, the thermal paste will help, but it's not going to help fix the red dot of death. It's not going to get rid of it. The one solution I did see, I've seen people fixing it, is literally taking a hair dryer like this, or like a heat gun, but I don't have a heat gun, so a hair dryer is gonna have to do. Put it on low setting and just heat the CPU, and it should pretty much reflow the solder, and hopefully that should fix the problem. So I'm gonna give it a try. So I have my thermal paste right here. But first, I'm going to heat the CPU up first and go from there. So just take aluminum and cut this out. Therefore, you know, when we heat it, we're not going to hurt the motherboard. We're just going to specifically heat the CPU. Okay, and pretty much have the aluminum foil like that. It's just pretty much extra protection so it doesn't hurt anything else. Alright, so I have my hair dryer and just pretty much heat this CPU probably for like maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes or whatever, and just heat it up where it should pretty much reflow the solder in. So I heated it pretty good for about 10 minutes straight, so I'll let it sit there. I'll put the fresh thermal paste on it and put it back together. And while that cools, I'm going to check out my match on Call of Duty Cold War. As you can see, I'm remote playing to my phone, which it's showing it on the TV through my PS5. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, back with this. Alright, so I got my thermal paste. Alright, just put it like that, and when I put the heatsink on, it'll spread it all around it. Time to put it back together. So gonna try it, and here we go. So there it is. It's being very quiet. So it's being very quiet. So it has been 10 minutes now, and it's still staying pretty cool. Like, it's not even trying to speed up the fan or nothing, which that was the problem I was having with. So if it would have did it by now, it would have definitely did it by now, since it's been 10 minutes. So it's definitely fixed. I'm able to do what I gotta do on here now. Xbox open tray. Xbox close tray. Yep, everything's working great. That is awesome. Next. Turn off. Yes. Yep, everything's working great on it. Playing Modern Warfare 2 on the Xbox 360, and oh my god, it took forever to get into a match on this game. It took me like 10 minutes to get a match. It was crazy.